This is another story of connection with my daughter, Kenadie, who passed away in 2018 from brain cancer when she was 10. This story happened the following fall, so it would have been the fall of 2018 in October. And my dad and I always do an annual hunting trip every year. We go to our family cabin on the east side of the mountains. This year was going to be especially hard because it was the first time I would have been back to our cabin without Kenadie, and this was like her favorite place in the world. We always joke that she'd rather go there than go to Disneyland. Probably her favorite place on the planet. I knew it was going to be hard to go there, so the drive over, it's about a 5.5 hour drive. I was by myself and I was meeting my dad over there. So I had a lot of time to think, and I was constantly talking to her and telling her that I needed signs from her and I just want to know she's with me. And I got there and it was as hard as I thought. It was a tough thing to be there. Like there's just memories of her everywhere, you know. So the day after I got there was the first day I went up on the mountain. My stepmom had sent over rocks with us that she had painted that we were gonna like leave around that had Kenadie's name on the back, and I'll put a picture of that at the end of the video. Anyway, I went up on the mountain that day and I went down into a place I hadn't been before, and something crashed out from underneath me, and I looked down and I saw a black bear take off. Like, well, that was pretty cool. There's lots of bears around over there, but you don't always see them. I decided to go down a little bit further, and it was really steep. I looked across the canyon to the ridge on the other side, and there was another bear over there, another black bear, and it was different than the first one I saw. I could tell it was bigger than the first one, and it was in a completely different spot, and it wasn't in the direction the other one had gone. So I was like, wow, two bears, that's pretty wild. That's never happened to me before. I'm lucky, to see one bear a season over there would be rare, even though they're around. So it's like, wow, 2 bears in a day, that's pretty wild. And later that day, I decided it was probably time to head out. It was going to be a long, steep climb out of there and around to hike back up. And I got up maybe 100 yards or so from where I was, and I looked up, and right below where my motorcycle would have been parked up on the road up there, there was another bear, a chocolate brown color, not black like the other two. And I was like, whoa, 3 bears in one day? That's crazy. I can't believe that. This is nuts, And it was right then it like clicked in my head. But I remember the rock I'd taken up there with me that day. And so I thought, oh yeah, I need to leave this up here. So I left that rock on the mountain that day, and basically to sum it up, I saw 3 bears in like a 3-hour period in the same little drainage. And this is the rock that I took with me that day. No doubt in my mind that this was a sign from Kenadie that she was with me.